Hello and welcome to this video, and we're playing Milikan. Okay, we'll go for Sicilian. And we got the closed Sicilian again, so we're gonna go with d6 and bishop e5. So I think bishop g7 line should be good here. And then something like knight c6, and we can actually occupy d4 now, so he's covering that. I mean, knight c6, knight takes, pawn takes. Oh, I think we can do this anyway, actually, can't we? Okay, so if we want to trade some pieces, we can. Let's trade this knight here. I don't know if that's great. Feels like a bit of a waste of time, actually, to do this. So just helping white, really. But, yeah. I mean, we can actually mess these pawns up. I don't know if that's worth doing. Feels like it can't really be worthwhile. After all, we need this bishop on g7 for protection. Okay, so he wants to try and trade off the bishop. Yeah, I mean, okay. Again, I don't think that's too terrible. And we can actually go knight g4 here to just encourage this trade. Or even queen g5 is quite kind of interesting. Let's just play this off to queen g5, h3, queen h5. So very quick play by white. But I'm okay with this. I think black has a little bit of initiative here. Maybe not initiative is going too far, but I mean, yeah. So let's get on this square. If we go, this is stopping really. We can't really play. Okay, f4 very quickly played. So what's this about? I mean, g4 is not on the cards here. So knight d5 we have covered. So I think rook c8, or maybe a6 to keep the knight out b5. Let's try that. e5 we might need to keep an eye on. e5. Yeah, e5 is an issue actually. Well, no, e5 is not an issue because then just... Oh, okay. Alright. Yep, fine. So trying to break open the FR, which makes a lot of sense here. But I think if FG, we're just going to play HG, and then we've got the H file, that might be worth a little something. So I'm not too bothered about this just at the minute. So we'll continue on with rook C8. Okay, B3 to stop that. Now what about D5 here? What about rook FD or... Let's try to see where... We could also think about this move, h6, to try and play knight h7. Or e6 is possible, actually. e6. Let's just go here, and then we might be able to play e6. It's a little bit passive, this position. That's the main issue for me here. I mean, I can play queen h6 and just try and trade stuff, and I guess I'm okay there. Okay, so e5, f takes, rook takes, or just queen h6 here. Let's try queen h6. Just challenge this queen. If queen g3, I have knight h5, which could be good. I'm also looking at the e3 square here with the juicy check. Okay, so he just decides to trade off here. And I think we want to take with the h pawn, although king takes g6 isn't terrible here. Gets the king back in here. I think that's okay. Then we're looking at the f7 pawn as well, which is good. Okay, so I would just plan on kicking this. If the only problem with kicking this is it's just weakening the f6 square. So maybe not. Maybe just b5, c4. I mean, is white trying to play knight d5 and after takes he's getting on this? But I think that's okay. Let's go with this. And if knight comes in, we're going to take it, and then we can always play f6. So my plan is to play c4 and try and break here. Okay, so let's encourage this knight to go to d5. Actually, d5 is no good. Knight d5 is very bad because this rook is actually going to be hanging after takes. So the knight's got to come back. Do I want to stop this pawn coming on? I'm not sure I do. I think if it comes on, it could be weak. So let's just get this. So what's happening if d5? This pawn can't really push because the rook's on prise. So can I not just play d5 now after the knight moves? Play d5. Yeah, let's go with that, because this pawn can't really come on yet. And, okay, you've got the check. Ah, I missed that. That's good. That's good. That's very nice. Yeah, okay. Ugh, played that way too quickly. Yeah, okay. I think we need to do this anyway. And then, okay, that looks good too. Trying to play f6 to stop e5, but yeah, that's obviously not gone right here. Ah, and I'm giving up the c5 pawn. Yeah, okay, this is gone now. It's very frustrating. Yeah, okay. Is there anything more I can do here? Down on time, my position's bad. Not really. I guess e5 for white. I mean, maybe I can play rook here, but I mean, white's just going to play d5. He's not going to take. But then we might get something. Yeah, that's a good move. That's a really good move. Although, I mean, e6 is possible here. Let's try e6. Rook h6. Okay. So now this comes back. Now let's try and get on this. Okay, so now rook f2. And what do we want to do? We want to come here. As soon as I come over, I'm going to lose that. So I think I have to just try this and then get my king in. The check, I'm going to come here. Okay. Let's try and stop g4. Oh, okay. Then I can comfortably resign there. Yeah, well played. So first moment to talk about is this one here. I think knight takes e2 just cannot possibly be right. I mean, unless our intention is to play knight 8 takes e2 and then take on c3, which again looks wrong. I don't see any point in just giving up this wonderfully placed knight for a piece that's not wonderfully placed. So that's definitely wrong. Okay, so next critical moment is here. I very quickly play d5. And I think black is okay here, probably, in general. I very quickly played d5, thinking that we were pressurizing this e-pawn, because it can't move, because the rook's on pre. But I just missed knight f4, forking these two, and I think then it's over. So what else can I play here? Well, I could just play e5, but then I have a pretty weak square on that one. This check is coming anyway, so what to do about that? What to do? I mean, I can play e5 and then protect this knight with rook e6. That's possible. Maybe e5 is best here. I mean, white's better here. I don't know how much it is. It's hard for black to break out. I think that's the main thing. So I think white's better, but I think obviously d5 now is close to losing. So what other options have I got? I could play e6 here. I still run into this check, but I can go g6 and then the rook has to shift a little bit. So, but again, I'm not sure if that really helps me. Okay, thanks for watching.